Hi students, I think all are well. I think you observed previous video. So in that lesson, in that video we learn about what about Palampur. We learn how the people are living in the Palampur and in what work they are engaged. Especially more people are depending on the farming. Already we learned that, and also that Palampur also well connected to the neighboring villages. And health center is there, education, primary school also there. So these are all, and electricity also there. So while we are seeing that's well developed, it's a good model village rather. It's developed well, and the people are involving in the farming activities and also other small manufacturing and also transport system. And these are all these village people are involving, and especially we learn about what organization of production. Production means already you learn what do you mean of the production. If you want to make any good, for that, if you want to make any good, so that is we are calling as a production. But what requires for to make a good? We discussed already that what land we need. If we want to produce any good, we need land first. So without land we can't do. So some building structure we want for to make some plants for the production purpose. Tools we require, many things. So some place is required for us. So that's land. And also called the land is a fixed capital. We can't move here and there that. If it is a mission, we can move. Okay, so for the production purpose, first one land we require, next labor we require. Without labor we can't do. Okay, and also capital we require, investment. If you want to organize anything for that purpose, we have to invest some money. Okay, so that also two types. The capital is in the two ways, the physical capital, and next one is the that is two type is the fixed capital and working capital. What is called a fixed capital? Already we explained that. What fixed capital, whatever we brought for the tools and missions purpose, whatever expenses we spend, that we can call the fixed capital. And next one, working capital. So this working capital, what's that for? To run the work, we used to bring some raw material. Without raw material we can't do. Weavers need what? Yarn. Without yarn they can't weave. So that's called a raw material. Okay, and also we have to pay the salaries to the laborers. So that also working capital. In the capital, two types there. One is the physical capital, another one is the fixed capital and working capital. Okay, next human capital. So humans also require to organize that role, some clerk, account, and this type of workers, those who are organizing this role. So that called as a human capital. In this way we discussed about this in the previous lesson. Okay, so now we are going to see about the farming in Palampur. So factors of production, already we learned factors of production. Factor for the production. These are all called the factors of production, and also human capital also there. These are all we can call as a factors of production. Without these things we can't go for production. I think you understand. Land, without land we can't. Labor, without labor we can't produce anything. Capital, without capital nothing will run. Okay, human capital also required. So these are all four things we are calling as a what? Factors of production. Without these things we can't go for any production. Okay, so these four are very important in the manufacturing. It is we are calling as a factors of production. Already we learn about this, and now we are going to learn about the farming in Palampur. How the farming in Palampur happening, just we'll see. I think up to now it's clear. So just we learn about that about organization. What organization? Organization of production. How the production is going to happen. So factors of production are required for the what? Organization of production. If any product we want to do, so for that purpose we need land, labor, capital, human capital. These things we require. Now again we are going to Palampur. Now we are going to look into the Palampur farming. How they are going to do. The land is fixed. First one. Land is fixed. So here land is fixed. Farming in Palampur. Farming in Palampur. Land is fixed. What do you mean of the fixed? If land is there, a piece of land is there, we can't move that. And also it can't increase year by year. Can it increase? No. How much it is, that much only it will be this year and for the next year also. It can't extend or extraction, nothing will be there. Just how much it is there, that much only it will be there. Okay. So here farming in the Palampur, almost 75% of the people are involved in the farming for their livelihood. Almost 75. Some are landowners are there, some are farming laborers are there. But total people are depending on the farming only. But most of the land in the Palampur, they are, what is that? They brought into the cultivation. Okay. But from 1960 onwards, they are farming well. And also, whatever the land is came under the cultivation, that much only they are cultivating, and there is no extension of the cultivation because of there is no other land, but few wastelands. What do you mean of the wasteland? So the land which we are not using, maybe the rock part, and maybe it is uneven land, maybe some what is the plateaus maybe there, that type of land we can call as a wasteland. So that type of land also, whichever in the village Palampur brought into the cultivation, and they are doing cultivation. So land. So all people are involved in the farming. Okay. So what we learn by this, land is a fixed. We can't, the land can't extend. Okay. In that only they have to do farming or cultivation, whatever they want. So in the Palampur, by using this field, land, they are producing what? Cultivation, what? Many things, rice, wheat, okay, jawar, bajra, these are all cultivating by these village people. Understand? Up to here. Okay, next we are seeing that what? Is there a way one can grow more than, or what is that? One can grow more from the same land. Is there a way one can grow more from the same land? What do you understand here? First we used land. By the land they are producing. But here, is there a way one can grow more from the land, from the same land? A piece of land is there. From the piece of land can grow more crops within a year. We can. How? We'll see here. So, in the kind of crop grown facilities available, Palampur would resemble a village of the western part of the state of Uttar Pradesh. It is being in the west part of Uttar Pradesh. If it is India, so in this region, west part in India, if you see west part of Uttar Pradesh, it is being there. And it is also, in the previous lesson we learned, it is well connected to Palampur and Raiganj. And in this village, the people are growing in a piece of land more than one crop in a year. How it is possible? After when that high yielding varieties came, HYV means high yielding varieties. High yielding varieties means by seeding these crops we can get more and more crop. So here these people also using from same piece of land they are growing more crops. Example, at the Rabi season. So first one we can see here Kharif season. In that Kharif will be from September to up to June to October or September. So here in the Kharif the people used to grow bajra and jowar, bajra, this type of crops they used to grow in the month of June to September. And again in the time of October to December, in this time they used to grow potato. What? Potato, don't forget this, from October to December. And again in the Rabi season the people used to grow wheat. So like this people are practicing in a year more than one crop, but the crop is taking few months, and after completing that crop they are going for another crop. So first they are growing in that Kharif season bajra, jowar, and after that in that October to December they are going for the potato, and after that in the Rabi season they are going for the wheat crop. So again some part of land they are leaving for the what? We can see sugar cane. So they are also growing, they are leaving land for the sugar cane, and also they are practicing sugar cane. You know, one of the special for the sugar cane will take 1 year, total year to grow that, and after that that is also called a raw material for the making sugar and jaggery. So these people usually used to take the jaggery or raw to their companies. They transport to Royganj or Shahpur, okay, by the transport. So like this the people in a piece of land they are cropping more than one crop. So this type of crop, whenever they are going more than one crop on a piece of land, so during the year is known as the multiple cropping. So a piece of land is there, during in year they are going more than one crop. This type of cropping we can call as a multiple cropping in a same piece of land. In the same piece of land they are growing more than one crop. So this type of crop, this type of farming we can call multiple cropping. Okay, so I think up to now you understand. In the next lesson we will go for deeply into about how it is happening, about so will the land sustain is sustaining forever. So about that we will see. I think in the previous lesson and this lesson, previous lesson means previous class and this class, see together, and if you have any doubt ask me. The people, those who didn't buy the books, come to school and buy Nana. So you have to observe the videos properly, and we will ask the questions after what is completing the lesson, or weekend we will call to you.